I myself have, benefited from this program, accessing the internet, having, special, fun, even getting researches.
So, what's the program that's empowering our youth with disabilities? Watch today's edition of Jamaica Magazine to find out. Welcome, I'm Andrea Chisholm. Also in the package, critical local government reform legislation passed. Get more details on what that means for you. Plus, not dirty up Jamaica. How this public-private partnership campaign is creating cleaner environs and why you need to get involved. Let's get things rolling.
Like when me say, when she had do division and she said for bring down, she said for multiply, but it's a little bit hard.
Yes, mathematics is a challenging subject for many of our students. And as the Ministry of Education ramps up its math improvement strategy, parents, you're being called on to join a campaign to train you in math so you can assist your children.
We believe that if parents lose their phobia and ignorance of mathematics, they are likely to encourage their children to do the subject and assist them in doing their homework.
To find out more about this pilot program, contact the National Parenting Support Commission at 967-7977 or email nationalparentingsupport@moey.gov.jm.
Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, November 17. Cabinet has approved the appointment of new boards to manage the University Hospital of the West Indies and the Western Regional Health Authority. The board of the University Hospital will be chaired by businessman James Moss Solomon and will initially include business personnel, a lawyer, banker and individuals from the medical profession. Ex officio members include the Vice Chancellor, Bursar and Dean of the Faculty of Medicine at the UWI, the Chief Medical Officer, the Financial Secretary and Chairman of the Medical Committee of the hospital. The new board for the Western Regional Health Authority, of which the Cornwall Regional Hospital is a part, will be chaired by hotelier Tony Hart. Other members include business personnel, a farmer, representatives from parish councils, medical personnel, health practitioners and members of the clergy. Ex officio members include the Regional Director, Senior Medical Officer and Chief Executive Officer of the Cornwall Regional Hospital. The new board members of the University Hospital of the West Indies and the Western Regional Health Authority officially took up duties today and will serve for 3 years. Cabinet has given the two boards latitude to appoint any individual with the requisite skills to advance their mandate. A $200 million investment is in the pipeline for the construction of 2 hotels in Trelawney. The first is a 5-star hotel scheduled to be opened by the end of 2018. The second hotel, another 5-star all-inclusive, will be an adult-only resort with 375 sea-view rooms. Both investments should add approximately 1,000 new jobs to the Jamaican economy. The 2 hotels will be built by Spanish and Jamaican businessmen Carlos Malone and Frederick Moe, who have joined forces with Ocean by H10 Hotels, a Spanish resort chain.
H10 believes that the Jamaican government has done a great job with the reforms towards bringing foreign investment, and that's why H10 has decided to heavily invest in Jamaica.
In October, international hotel chain Charisma Hotels and Resorts announced a $900 million investment in Jamaica's tourism sector. That's expected to add 4,000 additional rooms over the next decade. Work has commenced on the Boscobel Wastewater Treatment Plant in St. Mary following a groundbreaking ceremony recently. Construction of the new facility should last for 12 months and will cost over $2 million. The treatment plant should reduce the contamination of groundwater to meet the standards stipulated by the National Environment and Planning Agency. It will also improve the level of service to customers of the National Water Commission.
The new treatment facility that we are breaking ground for today will have a capacity of 600 cubic meters per day. We will also make provision for the expansion of the new plant in phase 2 of the project, which in the future will be able to treat an additional 600 cubic meters per day.
The original Boscobel wastewater treatment plant was designed to treat wastewater for 40 housing units and can handle some 50 cubic meters of wastewater per day. However, the system is now overloaded as it receives sewage flows from over 200 housing units. Jamaica's new political ombudsman has been urged to lift the tone and quality of debates among political parties, even as she acts as a mediator for various challenges. Donna Parchment-Brown was sworn in on Monday by Governor General Sir Patrick Allen during a ceremony at King's House. Sir Patrick indicated that Mrs. Parchment-Brown would ensure that political parties adhere to established codes of conduct.
She will also monitor activities which constitute or are likely to constitute a breach of any agreement, code, or arrangement between or among political parties in Jamaica.
The new political ombudsman says she's willing to work with key stakeholders in the execution of her duties.
I stand ready to be an advocate, mediator, and arbitrator for safe conduct of Jamaica's elections and to promote as far as possible the respectful, positive presentation of the candidates to Jamaica.
Prior to her appointment as political ombudsman, Mrs. Parchment-Brown served as the Custos Rotalorum for St. Andrew. She's a dispute resolution specialist who was called to the bar more than 33 years ago and has served in both the private and public sectors. Government is empowering Jamaicans to take up jobs in the information and communications technology ICT sector through the opening of a community access point CAP site in Portmore, St. Catherine. The facility is located at the Innovative Learning Center at the Truth Tabernacle United Pentecostal Church in Cumberland. The Universal Service Fund spent about $3 million to outfit the center with 12 computers, 2 printers, a server, network system, and a projector. 2 additional computers were donated by the Grace Kennedy Foundation. Portfolio Minister Philip Paulwell says the CAP site will help to provide training for those wishing to take up jobs in the ICT sector.
Now this flood to come to Jamaica, Xerox, their aim is to create 10,000 jobs in Jamaica, and there are about 7,000. Sutherland, another large company, they have gone about 3,000 jobs. They want to get to 10,000 jobs. We have to create the space.
And finally, as the country celebrates Food Safety Week, there is a call for greater awareness of food safety to promote health and wealth. Food Safety Week, which ends on November 21, is being observed under the theme Safe Foods from Production to Consumption, the Gateway to Health and Wealth. The National Agricultural Health and Food Safety Coordinating Committee is spearheading the week-long activities. On Wednesday, members of the public can participate in a food symposium at the Bureau of Standards Jamaica. Farmers, as well as those in the cottage industry, can also participate in a training and certification program on Thursday. It will be held at the Jewels Duns River Beach Resort and Spa in St. Anne from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
And they will be trained in GAP, General Good Agricultural Practices, GMP. They will also be getting training on HACCP, traceability and documentation, as well as packaging and labeling. And also will be introduced to international regulations at this training. Certificates will be provided for all persons who attend.
Ms. Morrison was speaking at a recent JIS think tank. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.
This is Romain Virgo. I'm here appeal to all of the youths them to just stay away from crime and violence. We know the temptation, the money, the fast life. People say them rate you. But that will only take you nowhere. If you stay in school and focus, and you can achieve anything. Be your own leader. A gang is a dead end.
A message from the Ministry of National Security.
The Local Governance Bill, Local Government Unified Service and Employment Bill, and the Local Government Financing and Financial Management Bill. These are 3 critical local government reform laws passed last Tuesday to create greater accountability in the system. Watch this and learn more.
The Local Governance Bill provides a framework for the comprehensive reform of Jamaica's local government system. Through this framework, the local authorities will be granted greater scope and autonomy in the management of local affairs. We believe that this bill is a solid foundation for the vastly improved continuance of local government in Jamaica. The Local Government Financing and Financial Management Bill seeks to identify sources of revenue from which the local authorities will be financed. It also provides guidelines and oversight mechanisms for the prudent financial management, accountability, and transparency of local authorities. Every authority will be required to prepare and submit for ministerial approval on an annual basis an operational and capital budget, a statement of financial position, and cash flow statement on a 4-year strategic plan and budget. Clause 4 is particularly important, Mr. Speaker, as it introduces public consultation as a performance requirement that every local authority must undertake before any budget or strategic plan can be submitted to the Minister. This bill will provide a framework to address human resource management issues in the local authorities. Given the wide-ranging financial responsibilities, this bill will facilitate the establishment of a competent workforce with the requisite skills, orientation, and commitment to local governance. Mr. Speaker, this bill speaks to the creation of one unified service for all local government employees. These companion bills, the Local Governance Bill, the Financing and Financial Management Bill, and the Unified Service and Employment Bill, constitute the most comprehensive attempt to reform local government to date.
My name is Jason Ricketts, and I employ all youth with disability to not give up hope. Another day comes, another day goes. There is a space out there for you, just need to work hard, and I'm sure that your training will help Jamaica move forward to meet Vision 2030 plan.
We've been observing November not only as Youth but Science and Technology Month. And you would agree that we, the young people of today, rely on science and technology for almost everything. Government has been ensuring that all our youth are equipped with the right tools for development, and that includes those with disabilities.
There'll be a better tomorrow. There'll be a better tomorrow.
Technology levels the playing field. Technology provides creative solutions that enable individuals with disabilities to be more independent, productive, and included in society and community life.
It's that belief that fueled the recent partnership between the Ministry of Science, Technology, Energy and Mining and the University of the West Indies Center for Disability Studies. With $34 million in funding from the e-learning program, they bought over 60 specialized pieces of equipment and software for students with disabilities.
The specialized pieces of equipment and software constitute the latest and most modern that is available for different types of disabilities. Consequently, the deaf, the blind, physically disabled, and those with intellectual disabilities will be benefiting from this transformative initiative. These initiatives will undoubtedly contribute to a marked improvement in the education of persons with disabilities and ultimately lead to their matriculation for tertiary education.
The items include a job access with speech JAWS software that converts print to voice for blind persons.
This is not the optimal screen resolution for the Intel left pair bar right pair dual display mode.
Then there's
software for the deaf, which is in the form of sign language, production of videos, training, and management.
Students who may not have the use of their hands get access to software that lets them speak, rather than type information into a computer.
Where the blind is concerned, we have purchased equipment that will enable the Salvation Army School for the Blind now to prepare subject areas in maths, using the modern technology to draw circles, triangles, that sort of stuff, so that a blind person will be able to feel those shapes. And that is very critical in the learning process.
The items went to 7 schools: the Salvation Army School for the Blind, Listomere Gilby School for the Deaf, Woodlawn Special School, Randolph Lopez Special School, Carberry Court Special School, Landila Special School, and Danny Williams School for the Deaf. And as a bonus,
there is one school, a special needs school, Windsor. They will be, all the students and teachers there will be getting their own individual tablet computer.
As part of the project, sign language will be incorporated in the teaching of mathematics, English, information technology, building construction, woodwork, and biology at the 7 institutions. It's anticipated that the use of these assistive technology will result in real life-changing experiences for the young people. The Ministry of Education is helping to make that a reality.
The Ministry of Education pledges to offer specialist training for teachers in the use of technology for the needs of those who are challenged.
Government strategic priority number 5 in action, using technology to support social inclusion and protection.
We believe that it is only when every single Jamaican has access, ready access, 24/7 access to computer technology, that will be able to successfully claim of bridging the digital divide, but more importantly, to enable our people to be on par with any country in the world.
I myself have, benefited from this program, accessing the internet, having, special, fun, even getting researches. So I must say a very thank you to all of you. And I'm sure that these equipments are very well received, and it will help us towards, growing as it relates to getting jobs.
There'll be a better tomorrow. There'll be a better tomorrow.
Some marine, Yeah?
Yeah, man, I have the package 60,000.
60,000?
Yeah.
How much I want?
Yeah, man, 2 bales I want, man.
Man, no one Yeah, man. Same. Alright,
what want, cat?
You don't know, I sit downtown the other day there. Oh. All the brethren, them man, we buy and sell marina. One of them I sell a 6-pack for $1,000, and the next one I sell one for $200.
So where buy?
Buy 5 of them for $1,000. Think them can't rob me.
So Uncle Fancy is the same $1,000 you would spend to get the 6? Seriously?
Tell them again now, my math brains.
Math count.
Math count.
Sponsored by the Ministry of Education.
In order to improve maths with students going to school, I think they should do it in a musical way, since they listen to music almost every day. So maybe they will learn that way because they catch on to music very fast.
Help me to study?
I think parents need to be more hands-on in terms of some of the practical things they can do with math, real-life examples. So instead of going to the book to say like 10 plus 10, they could actually have like physical stuff that add up to 10 plus 10 and be more hands-on and thing.
Yeah, spend time with them basically.
to spend time with them and help them go through like their homework as it relates to mathematics.
Just spend more time with them children, for the parents them now the time for them children, so the children them just let go all about.
I have just show some more interest in them and spend some time with them. Sacrifice some time, and if you just give them some assistance, and then we do much better.
I would say math and music. So math to music, you know, like how kids pick up songs real easy and stuff. At home, find a beat, find a song that a child likes, and yeah, do the math to that.
Spend more time with the child. I mean, you know, you have evening classes, you know what I mean? Send them to evening class, you know. Put in the extra work, you know what I mean? Teacher alone can't do it. You know, school alone can't do it. Of course, you have to send them, you know, to further themselves and so forth.
It's sad to say, but some of my fellow Jamaicans have this bad practice of throwing garbage through car windows and on the roadside. This garbage then ends up in our gullies, rivers and seas, creating waste problems for us and killing the fish and other sea life. Please, not dirty up Jamaica.
The problem is a really big problem, and we need to be afraid of this problem. When you come out here and see the amount of garbage that has piled up, it is frightening.
A lot of animals mistake garbage for food, and then they eat them and then they die.
I had a discussion with the persons, the Recycle Jamaica campaign, and they're telling me that somewhere in the region of 250 to 275,000 cases of plastic bottles are produced every day. That's a frightening number.
Jamaica's coastal waters represent an invaluable source of food, employment, recreation, and habitat. They also provide defense against many natural disasters. Unfortunately, due to improper waste disposal by many of us, more and more of our waters are being polluted each year, which creates the need for a regular coastal cleanup exercise. Have you ever done this? It seemed like the most convenient way of getting rid of that piece of garbage, right? And after all, who wants junk piling up in their personal space, making things look untidy, or even creating a health hazard? Well, when you throw that piece of trash out of the window, you're actually creating the very reality you don't want, just in another way.
Plastic bottles are actually the #1 items that are collected.
Plastic bottles, shoes, slippers, jars, big pans and stuff, buckets.
It's the garbage that is washing down from our gullies.
You see, when you throw that piece of trash through your car window, it rolls away, very often rolling into a stream or a river, and by ebb and flow, eventually gets into the sea. Then the fishes, marine mammals, reptiles and other sea creatures may become entangled in the garbage, or worse, ingest them and die. According to the National Environment and Planning Agency NEPA, a general lack of awareness about the importance of proper waste management is a critical concern for Jamaica. That was highlighted in a study done by the Inter-American Development Bank and has long been a concern for the Jamaica government and non-government groups. This concern has driven a yearly activity to clean up your coastlines internationally and at the local level. Initially started by local NGO, the Jamaica Environment Trust, JET, the movement is now heavily supported by Jamaica's government, particularly through the Tourism Enhancement Fund. TEF has pumped millions of dollars into the annual exercise used to commemorate International Coastal Cleanup Day.
Every year, the Tourism Enhancement Fund has been sponsoring the Coastal Cleanup Day. It's very important. It has turned out to be a huge success, and it makes a big difference.
In Jamaica, many depend on the fishing industry to make a living and to get fishes and other sea creatures such as lobster, conch, and shrimp for food. If we don't curb our waste disposal practices, however, we face a grim future. For those who may not see the need for changing their garbage disposal practices or attitudes, think about this. Under the National Solid Waste Management Act of 2002, it is an offense to dispose of solid waste in any area or in any manner not approved by the authority. And if you're found guilty, you could face a fine not exceeding $1 million, imprisonment not exceeding 9 months, or both. The legislation also clearly states that it's an offense to throw, drop, or otherwise deposit and leave litter in public places. Fortunately, the message of cleaning up our coasts and general environment is taking root. And interestingly, it's among the nation's youth who are rallying the cause.
Clean up the beach, promote good health. It is very important for us to keep our beaches clean, as it's a tourism is a multi-billion-dollar investment in Jamaica.
I think we should be cleaning up because the fishes eating these things and it's not good for them and they're dying, and we have a lot of fishermen around here and this is what they use to survive, so they need the fishes. So it's a good thing to be cleaning up around here.
So at the end of the day, it will come back to affect us. So it's best if we deal with the problem from now, so later on we don't have a situation where it's going to affect us and our future generations.
Use the receptacles and any other avenues that are the proper ways to do it, rather than throwing it in our gullies and in our streets, because they eventually find their way to the coastline.
Don't throw garbage at the side of the road, out of a car window, into a gully, no place at all.
Everyone in Jamaica, across the length and breadth, not just on the coast, are the problem. And what we've got to do is recognize among us what it is that we want to leave for our children. What is the legacy?
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Clean up, live up.
Know your numbers and control the keys to a healthier heart. Know the numbers for your blood pressure, cholesterol level, blood glucose level, and your weight and body mass index. Find out the risks they represent and what you need to do to stay healthy. Talk to your doctor and start making healthy lifestyle choices to prevent a heart attack or stroke.
We've come to the end of another insightful program. Remember, this month is also being observed as Diabetes Month. We encourage you to test your blood sugar levels and try to practice a healthy lifestyle. For all the information you need, please visit our website, jis.gov.jm, or download our JIS News app from the Google Play Store. And stay connected with us via Facebook and Twitter. I am Andrea Chisholm, and this has been Jamaica Magazine. Have a great evening.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.